Hello friends, today we will learn about chromatographic separation. Chromatography. It is a technique in which the components of a mixture are separated based on difference in the rate at which they are carried through a fixed or stationary phase by a gaseous or liquid mobile phase. Now what is chromatography? It is a technique where mixture of components is separated when it is carried by the mobile phase to the fixed phase or a mobile phase, and this is possible if there is a difference in the rate. Okay, so it is a technique where mixture of component is separated when the mobile phase carry the mixture of component due to difference in the rate, or we can say rate means speed. Okay, so rate means speed. Okay, so the mixture of component is carried by different mobile phase due to difference in the of speed between the number of mobile phases. Okay, it is separated when this mobile phase carry the mixture of component to the stationary phase, which is in a fixed phase within the chromatography. Now, what is stationary phase? It is in chromatography fixed in place either in a column or on a planar surface. So, what is stationary phase? Once again, it is in chromatography is fixed in a place either in a column or on a planar surface. So, this stationary phase is fixed within the chromatography, and the structure of stationary phase can be different on the basis of nature of component. Either the stationary phase can be column or in the planar surface form. Okay, now what is the mobile phase? Mobile phase, it is chromatography move over or through the stationary phase, carrying with it the analyte mixture. So, what is the mobile phase? It is chromatography move over through the stationary phase, carrying with it the analyte mixture. So, mobile phase is not fixed just like stationary phase, so it carry the component mixture and it flow till it reach through or reach over the stationary phase. Okay, so mobile phase can also be in a different phase, either it can be the in gaseous phase or liquid phase or in a supercritical fluid. Now, planar chromatography and column chromatography are based on the same type of equilibria. Now, chromatography are of number of type. It can be planar chromatography and column chromatography. Now, within the column chromatography, so many techniques, so many methods are there for the separations based on the nature of mobile phase, stationary phase, and based on the nature of component of mixture. So both of these different type of chromatography are based on same type of equilibria. Equilibria means what? That the two opposite force are the same. Okay, the two opposite forces are the same, and that we will understand further in this chapter. Now, gas chromatography and supercritical fluid chromatography require the use of column. Only liquid mobile phase can be used on a planar surface. Now, there are different kind of chromatography, which is gas chromatography and supercritical fluid chromatography. In this both the chromatography, we need a column, and this column will act as a stationary phase which will be fixed in a one place. But the liquid mobile phase can be used on a planar surface. But in the planar surface, only liquid mobile phase can be used. Okay, so in the planar surface, only liquid phase can be used. So if we are using planar chromatography, so the mobile phase should be in liquid form. So chromatography have stationary phase and mobile phase. Component of a mixture are carried through the stationary phase by the flow of a mobile phase. Component of a mixture are carried through the stationary phase by the flow of mobile phase and separation based on the difference in migration rate among the mobile phase component. So chromatography consists of two phases, which is stationary phase and mobile phase, and each has their own role. The mixture of component want to be separated, so it should be carried to the stationary phase. It is only possible where the mobile phase will flow and carry this mixture of component. So due to this separation is possible, and separation of components is only possible based on the difference in migration rate. See, in the mobile phase, one type of liquid is not going to be used. In the mobile phase, maybe 2 3 or 4 different kind of liquid will be used, and each chemical liquid as mobile phase have a difference in their migration rate. That means the speed of this chemical liquid, okay, will be different. There will be the difference in speed of liquid which is acting as a mobile phase. So due to this, it will carry the mixture of component, separate it by carrying it through the stationary phase. In the next video we will learn about classification of chromatography.